Okay, you're at the Watchman Way from Las Vegas, Nevada. July 3rd, 2020. The president just finished his speech. There were a lot of high points. I think he's sending a message, obviously, to the deep state, the pedophiles, the swamp. I know we were all expecting more, but remember, the weekend's not over yet, number one. There are big things happening around the world that still point to everything we've been talking about. Confirmed reports about banking issues in Canada. There's supposedly Canada's is the test run for Nasara/Jasara. Bankers up there have supposedly had to sign non-disclosure agreements. Not to talk about this, about what's going down. They're trying to keep it quiet, which you would expect. I think we're going to see the action on the streets as opposed to an announcement and trotting out JFK Jr. I think that's coming over the next few weeks. I do not see how this can continue down this path. I just think that arrests fairly soon are going to have to be announced. Well, I think there's going to be a little bit of backlash from the patriots and the Christians. Here's the bottom line. This is going to happen on God's time. I've been saying it now for months. We all want this, at least the first part of it, the first finish line, the announcement of the arrest of Obama and the Clintons to start, and of course many, many more. It's coming. Guaranteed 100% in 2020, it's coming. I said last week, listen, I'm all in. Didn't make any difference if it happened this week. Doesn't make any difference if it happens next week. If this takes 5 more years, I'm in. It can't take 5 more years, obviously. God showed me it happening this year. We're still in 2020. Let's not be discouraged because what we were hoping was going to happen didn't happen yet. Doesn't mean it's not coming. I think by the tone of this speech, he's laying down the law. He's giving fair warning to what's coming. There's going to be a completely different approach to this civil unrest, this attack, this coordinated attack on America. God has spoken. President Trump has spoken. We will not allow our country to be stolen from us. And as watchmen, it's not our job to determine the timing. Our job is to red pill and prepare. So we have to appreciate and be thankful to God for giving us more time to red pill more people. The more people that we get red pilled, the easier this is going to be for everyone. The bigger the foundation of the way, God's church. The celebration has just been put on hold. Doesn't mean it's not happening. Again, I saw hope in his speech. I saw resolve in his words. He made it clear, we're not backing down. We're not going to accept their vision of our country. We are going to reestablish the truth about who we are and what we stand for. And the biggest part of that is our Constitution and rule of law. And I think President Trump made it very clear tonight that he's not messing around. He's not going to allow this crap to continue. They're on a much shorter leash, I can guarantee you that. And now we take advantage of this extra time we've been given. And we thank God for it. Because every day means more people that we red pill and prepare. Every person matters. Every day matters. We can't be discouraged by this. We have to take comfort in the fact that President Trump's on the same page we're on. He's just on a different timetable. And unfortunately for us, his timetable is the one that matters. And we got to remember, guys, we do not have all of the information. There's a reason. There's a plan. The plan has gone flawlessly. We can't, it maybe hasn't been the timing that we want, but you can't argue with the results. You can't argue with the things that are happening. We have to understand that President Trump's job is to get us through this with as few casualties as possible. It has been a masterpiece. The planning, the execution, I keep saying over and over again, that we are this close to the end, and we are so close. We have to be encouraged by what's going on, by his words tonight. Not discouraged because we didn't get to see JFK Jr. on stage. I still believe that's coming. The timing just isn't right yet. I don't think it's far away. I still think a lot's going to happen between now and the middle of the month. Got a couple of weeks. I think a lot can go down in these next 2 weeks. So let's not be discouraged. Let's not lose focus. Let's use this show of patriotism tonight to fuel us until this is over, whenever it is. We keep pushing forward. We don't back down. We don't take a break. We don't get discouraged. I mean, President Trump gave some great examples of who we are and how we got here. And we didn't get here being the greatest country on earth, the country that's a beacon for every other to aspire to, by being quitters. What we do as Americans in these situations is we step up. We pull together, we unite, and we fight through to the end. Same as President Washington did when he was General Washington in the Revolutionary War. The same as Lincoln did at probably one of the toughest times in our history. He prevailed against all odds. This is going to be not just America's greatest accomplishment. What we're going to accomplish here in defeating this evil, it's going to be the greatest accomplishment in mankind's history. We are on the verge of man's greatest accomplishment. Don't lose sight of that. Stay focused on that as we are pushing forward. That's what we need to focus on. I know it's been a long night. I know it's late for you guys on the East Coast. So I'm going to wrap it up tonight with our prayer. For God and country, amen. God bless America. I'll see you tomorrow night at 5 Pacific. God bless.